Not only did this Gundam teach me the alphabet, it also taught me that you can create model numbers by ripping them off of a web address. What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be re-reviewing the high-grade AZ Gundam, or AZ Gundam if you're from America, from Gundam Build Fighters Battlogue. A customized Zeta Gundam built for Meijin Kawaguchi's Gunpla tour of Europe. It uses the Yajima Trading anti-particle paint, and its performance is deemed to be unfathomably high. This kit comes with a total of 12 runners and a tiny sticker sheet, and being based off of the high-grade Zeta Gundam Revive, it is unsurprising that the build would be more or less familiar to repeat builders. Though, since the majority of the armor pieces are completely unique to the AZ, the build experience is definitely refreshing to go through. Though I would recommend having some build experience going into it as a beginner, due to the number of small parts used to replicate the intricate color separation. On top of that, the bright and navy blues require extra caution since they are quite susceptible to awful nub marks. Apart from that, it is one of the simpler high-grade builds that lean towards being more involved. Straight assembly complete and you get a pretty good representation of the high-grade AZ Gundam. Visually, it differs a lot from the original Zeta Gundam, most notably with the added bulk of the new shoulder, chest, and shin armor, as well as the new backpack, looking less like a sleek high-mobility unit and more of a powerhouse. The A motif all over the body makes it a unique looker that cheekily nods to its theme and pilot, while the light blue and orange really play well off of each other, creating a harmonious color scheme between them and the white with lemon yellow accents, both elements of which are replicated faultlessly in the kit on top of the accurate proportions and sticker use limited to the eyes in the front head camera. However, one thing that this kit needs is panel lining. There is a healthy amount of surface detail featured in the kit, yet the light and bright colors can easily wash them out, resulting in a rather plain final product. The kit looks great with very little effort, but that extra nudge would push the aesthetics of the high-grade AZ Gundam to the next level. Articulation starts with a ball and hinge neck joint that requires some force to maximize movement range, if the boosters aren't in the way, since that A-shaped haircut will get caught on them. The shoulder joints can extend for some forward swiveling, as well as provide an extra joint for the arm raise in conjunction with the shoulder armor with the flap out of the way. There's a full arm rotation, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists. A horizontal ball joint in the torso allows for decent crunching, on top of the full waist rotation. All the skirts can move, the legs can do the funky dance, and pull off full front splits and decent sideward kicks. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, movable front and rear ankle flaps, and ball jointed ankles with a toe joint. Finally, the backpack binders can swivel and rotate at the base, fold up and down, and flap at the wing. Altogether, the articulation of the AZ Gundam is pretty flexible and the structure is quite sturdy, while maybe being a bit too sturdy in the shoulders. However, the new armor pieces might cause a bit of obstruction in movement. For accessories, the only hands are of the holding variety, with no other options included. Weapons are a variation of the standard Gundam loadout. Firstly, you get the beam sabers, which feature no storage mechanics and can be used with the included SP13 beams upon sliding into the hand. Beyond that, they're standard beam sabers. Next, there's the Twin Hyper Mega Launcher, which can be slid into the hand for use and closed back up for its combined form, or detached to be used akimbo like the Wing Zero. They can also have their handles retracted and plugged separately into the keyholes of the booster to fire in the Prime Cannon mode. Finally, the AZ Beam Saber shield can be mounted onto the rear of the arm for defensive use with no points of adjustment whatsoever. Alternatively, as its name suggests, included beams recycled from the high-grade Gundam XX can be plugged into the slot on the surface for melee use, striking down the opponents immediately after defending against an attack. The last accessory is a transformation block. By stripping the Gundam down to its basic components, you set aside the central mass module and shield connector before collapsing the arms, breaking the knees after shifting the pipes, pushing the feet inwards with the toes pointed down, and reattaching everything to the pre-transformed block and reattaching it onto an action base 2. As per the transformable units under the Zeta project, it's a parts formation, and inevitably does get a bit tedious to have to take it apart and put it back together in a different form, but at least you'll know that the final Waverider mode is gonna stay solid and would not be easily busted. The resulting form is an interesting one to say the least, as it doesn't have what you'll normally associate with aircrafts like a long central nose cone and tail stabilizer. However, it's exactly that double rifle nose that makes this form distinct from most Universal Century Transformers, and I've taken a liking to that. Moreover, you can still stick a beam into the shield for a more lethal Waverider crash attack. Unfortunately, there's no custom effect parts to replicate the one seen in the show. For leftovers, there are a couple of odd inner frame, venting, and armor parts from the original Zeta Gundam, as well as a set of clear pieces from the double Exus chest. Besides the landing gear that can potentially serve as backups for existing high-grade Zeta Gundam Revive, there's not much use for the rest as they are. Being a limited edition item that may not, if not won't, be produced again, I don't know how much this section matters, but I did thoroughly enjoy my time with the high-grade AZ Gundam. In essence, this is just the original Zeta Gundam with sharpened up looks, A's plastered all over, equipped with the twin buster rifle, and painted blue. However, the looks and anime appearance of this kit are its main draw, since it's a unique looking gunpla in both modes, reproduced with a great straight build presentation, especially when compared to the original Zeta Gundam, which is what I feel is the essence of build fighters. Taking something familiar, adding its own twist, yet not straying too far from its roots. Sure, articulation is a bit limited because of all the extra bulk, but even though it doesn't yet bear the iconic moniker of Meijin Kawaguchi, the high-grade AZ Gundam is definitely an amazing release. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.